Welcome back. Well, this year, the week of September 6th through the 12th is National Suicide Prevention Week. According to the CDC in 2018, over 48,000 people died by suicide. The number, unfortunately, has risen by 35% since 1999. So if you need some help, you should reach out to somebody as soon as possible. Maybe a loved one or a professional. And joining us now, we've got Amanda Lindstrom and Tracy Hansen from the wonderful Fraser Limited. They got a program there to help you out if you are struggling with some suicidal thoughts. So ladies, welcome to the show. Happy Thursday, Friday Eve. Hope you guys are doing well.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you for having us on.
It's great to have you on. Yeah, if whoever wants to start, just tell us a little bit about Fraser Limited and the programs you have to help people with suicide prevention.
Great. Okay, so my name is Amanda Lindstrom, and this is Tracy Hansen. And down here we also have Liberty. We are employed by Valley Hope Counseling Services, which is a program through Fraser Ltd. Our program actually started in 2012 with one therapist, and we now currently, we're a smaller program, but we have 4 therapists employed in Valley Hope Counseling, and that's a little bit about us.
Good stuff. And then Tracy, if you want to share a little bit about what you guys are doing right now as far as suicide prevention. And I think if someone's having one of those challenges, it's probably hard to pick up the phone and make the call. So any suggestions for them?
Yeah, there's lots of resources that are available. And I don't know if you guys have a website we've given you, but there's National Suicide Prevention Lifeline that we wanted to share as well, and an 800 number, which is 800-273-8255. But definitely reach out to someone, like you had said, come in. Sometimes just talking to somebody is really helpful, and making that first step can be a difficult, challenging one, but that's part of what we're here to do. So we're here to talk with people when they need that.
Yeah, walk us through, because it seems like the first step's always the hardest. So when you have people that first sit down with you, what's their experience like, or do they say to you, finally, I should have called you a long time ago? What goes through their thoughts?
I think it varies for every person, but I think what we really strive to do is we want people to have a safe space to talk about whatever might be going on in their life. And I think one of the most important things is, as a society, as a community, we need to talk about suicide. I think often that is kept quiet, or sometimes people might be fearful to ask somebody about that. And it's really important to talk about it, and not, whether that is with your doctor, a professional, or just even kind of reaching out to someone you feel safe with.
Talk a little bit about our friend Liberty there, and what is animal-assisted therapy?
We'll see if she'll pop up here. Liberty, you want to pop your head up here? So Liberty she's my co-therapist. She comes to the office with me most days, and really, what I do is we do therapy together. So like I said, she's a co-therapist. For some people, it's taking that first step is hard, and so knowing that Liberty's here offers them a little bit of relief for some people to just come in, and it's calming. She has a calming effect. It can be motivation to, when people are feeling like maybe they're really not motivated. Helps with anxiety. And I share a story about Liberty, that she was somebody, she had a lot of anxiety that she had to work through. And so we talk about, even dogs have anxiety, and what she had to do, and some work she had to put in to be able to overcome some of her anxiety. And then I think kids and adults both can relate to that.
That's incredible. So how did you work with Liberty to help her overcome anxiety?
We worked with somebody that I guess could have been referred to as her therapist, and we would go places, and we would put her in, some places that would maybe be a little outside her comfort zone. So it wasn't too much too fast, but we would just slowly, progressively introduce her to new things where she could practice some of the skills that we had worked on. So it's very similar in a lot of ways to what we would do in counseling too.
Yeah, that's why it's fascinating. So got about a minute left. Is there anything else you want to share? And most importantly, if people want to reach out to you, how do they get a hold of you?
So We are, like I said earlier, we're part of Fraser, and so you can contact the main Fraser number, or you can go to our website and you can click on Valley Hope Counseling Services, or look for the Fraser website and you can give us a call and set up a time. We're offering outpatient therapy services that are both in person and through telehealth, so whatever would feel most comfortable for the individual.
Tracy, Amanda, Liberty. Can you speak, Liberty?
She's really quiet. She doesn't say too much.
Thank you to all three of you for joining us today. We really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. All right, stick around. We're going to have your eye on entertainment coming up right after this.